Hi, Michel. Congratulations.
Hmm? You mean the 40th anniversary of death? Oh, but that only applies to the human Michel Foucault, who died in 1984, not to me as a puppet.
Um, that's actually not what I had in mind. I was thinking of your new book, the one about Friedrich Nietzsche.
Oh, that one. Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
It's hard to believe, but if I'm counting correctly, this is the third book you've published since we've known each other, and that is, since you've been around as a puppet. The first was Confessions of the Flesh.
Oh, yes. Do you remember? I didn't agree with its publication at all.
Then came the philosophical discourse.
I thought that was okay.
And now it's about Nietzsche. What do you think of that?
Uh, well, to be honest, I think it's not that great.
Why?
Oh, it's not really a book at all. More a collection of sketches and drafts, and most of it was intended for teaching anyway.
But Nietzsche was pretty much important to you, wasn't he?
Yes, of course. We've talked about that here on our channel quite a bit. The idea of genealogy, the problem of power, the phenomenon of laughter, the whole question of philosophical theater.
And your investigation concerning the complex of discipline and punish.
Exactly. Uh, if I wanted to be pretentious, I would use the genealogy of morals as the general title of what I'm doing. It was Nietzsche who specified the power relation as the general focus, shall we say, of philosophical discourse, whereas for Marx it was the productive relation. Nietzsche is the philosopher of power, a philosopher who managed to think of power without having to confine himself within a political theory in order to do so.
Would you say you're a Nietzschean?
Yes, I am simply Nietzschean, and I try to see on a number of points, and to the extent that it is possible, with the aid of Nietzsche's texts, but also with anti-Nietzschean theses, which are nevertheless Nietzschean. What can be done in this or that domain? I'm not looking for anything else, but I'm really searching for that.
Hmm. And that's why you never intended to write a book about Nietzsche, because he was too close to you, because you did think about him, but more than that, you thought and wrote with him.
Yes, I would definitely count him among the philosophers who are crucial to me, who I know well, but who I don't talk about. At least not or only rarely in all the books that I published up to 1984. To come back briefly to the 40th anniversary of death.
But you're not seriously angry that the book has now been published, are you?
No, not really. Uh, but you see, ultimately there's just a lot of philology in it and very little Nietzsche.
That almost sounds like we should have a Nietzsche puppet here soon.
A puppet instead of a book? Oh, that would be great, of course, and make me laugh.
Let's see what we can do.